Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Welcome. Today we got a marathon by SIDECAR. Thank you so much for sponsoring this marathon. Super excited. I do know 3 artists on the list, but you know, I don't know the song, so we'll react to today and see what comes out. Wanted to thank everyone for your support. 81,000 subs and growing. I can't believe it. Really, I can't believe it. I guess we'll get to the 100,000 soon. Whatever, you know, whatever. Sooner or later, it doesn't really matter now. But I wanted to thank you all, you guys, for being here. I hope you enjoyed this marathon. So let's start, and we're gonna start with Peter, Paul, and Mary. Puff the Magic Dragon is the song. This is from the album Moving. Let's see what year. 63. All right, 63. Now, James Taylor, I'm very familiar with because of the channel. This is from his greatest hits, Something in the Way She Moves. Oh, this sounds almost like a Beatles song. Something in the way. Maybe. Then third artist, Mr. Bob Dylan, of course. If You See Her, Say Hello. Blood on the Tracks, 1975. That's going to be interesting. So I do know James Taylor. I do know Bob Dylan, of course. Faces, I'm not familiar. Ooh La La is the song, and Ooh La La is the album, 1973. Maybe I've done a reaction, maybe. And then, of course, the Indigo Girls. I've done various reactions, even video. Galileo, Rite of Passage is the album, 1992. Awesome. Super excited to do this. Well, let's get it started. You know, I don't even have to, I have nothing to do right now except pay attention to these songs. No work from outside. I don't have to pause. Sometimes I just do the intro and then I do something on my computer for like 30 minutes and come back. But today I'm just going to stay here. Let's give it up for Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Puff the Magic Dragon. Here we go. Now, I wanted to say, see if SIDECAR provided me with any kind of info. I think he didn't. Okay. No, basically only the name for the marathon, Folky Favorites. All right. I'm always up for folk, you know. I'm always up for Volksmusik. Literally, I'm Bavarian. I mean, that's what they listen to over there. I love this shirt, you know. You basically, that's the evolution. In the end, you're a Bavarian, basically, you know. So I had to get it when we were in Munich. Okay, here we go with Peter, Paul, and Mary. Enjoy, everyone. And the microphone is working. Here we go.
The magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff the magic dragon dragon lives.
I love it. It's so innocent. It just sounds like from a different era, totally different. And I know it's 63, but you can hear it. It was just a more conservative time, you know, like you would not sing about, I mean, Puff the Magic Dragon is like Puff, you know. It's just sweet, and I love the music. It's the acoustic music, and the whole vibe is very positive. And the Magic Dragon, instead of 10 years later, they would sing about, you know, slay the dragon with the sword mighty, you know. You know, it's so different how everything changed. You know, on a dragon we ride through, you know. I don't know, you know. It's just so different how things change so much in such little time. I remember with everything, with music, with movies, with video games, with just everything, you know, comic books or just pop culture in general, you know, it just changed so radically from the 60s to the 70s, and then from the 70s to the 80s, and then in the 90s. I mean, I remember when I was, you know, a kid, like video games even were not violent at all, you know. There was no blood. Now it's like it's like, oh my god, I don't know. So yeah, a lot has changed. I really like this. It's very, it sounds like the times, you know. It sounds very innocent, very, I don't know, like people were still like more careful with everything. Really, and you know, I wanted to mention this from the beginning. Peter, Paul, and Mary were once mentioned. I had this amazing book by Bob Marley, and it had 4 CDs in there, and there was a lot of special features, bonus tracks, and he would say like Peter, Paul, and Mary, like, I don't know, in his amazing accent, but I think he was inspired by them in a way, so that's kind of cool. So that's how I knew of Peter, Paul, and Mary, through Bob Marley, but I didn't know who they were until today. So let's go.
A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
It's very cool. It almost sounds like something that you would sing to children nowadays. You know, it's so innocent. It doesn't have any kind of violence, and even though it's about a dragon, but it's a good dragon, you know, and he lives by the sea, and it's all very positive. I love how they were harmonizing the 3 of them. And it says here, Peter, Paul, and Mary, the most popular folk group of the 1960s. Peter, Paul, and Mary in later decades have also proven themselves to be among the most durable music acts in history. Wow. That's so cool. The Kingston Trio. Let's see if it says anything about being... Wow, there's so much information. Like, it would take me 15 minutes to read all this out loud. Wow. Well, I'll read this by myself. I won't take your time away. Okay. Another king of folk is James Taylor, of course. Something in the way she moves. Let's see if this is the song that I think it is. I'll of course say let's go with James Taylor.
There's something in the way she moves, or looks my way, or calls my name, that seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down and blue, or troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose the meaning, and I find myself careening in places where I should not let me go. She has the power to go where no one else can find me, yes, and to silently remind me of the happiness and good times that I know. Well, I said I just got to know them. It isn't what she's got to say, or how she thinks, or where she's been. To me the words are nice, the way they sound. I like to hear them best that way. It doesn't much matter what they mean. Well, she says they're mostly just to calm me down. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. Well, she's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine.
Wow, beautiful. I didn't even pause. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I guess one song, you know, that was wonderful. I love the lyrics. I love his guitar. The chords was so beautiful, but the way he was arpeggiating those. And also that slide guitar sounded beautiful, very like Hawaiian. I don't know, it had like this Hawaiian feel to it, man. But it was not the Beatles song. I think it's the one I'm talking about is Something in the Way. Da, 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 da. I like it, but this was a totally different song, but very beautiful. I think this is how I'm gonna end up playing once I get, you know, much older. No more electric guitar, and this is like the stuff that I like when I just sit down and practice, you know, chords, and I do a lot of, you know, finger style, and I've talked about this so many times. Sound like a broken record, but this is what I basically play when I just, you know, practice, and it's beautiful. And Alexia is always like, "Are you recording this?" And I'm like, "No." But I don't sing though. Like I'm not very good with lyrics. Maybe it's because all the languages, and so I'm just like, I don't know. I've always been better with melodies and but lyrics, I don't know. They don't come to me. So I think that if I ever release like a record, which I'm recording still, like I work on it, sometimes an hour, like sometimes I'll work 4 hours a week, sometimes only 10 minutes a week. It really depends on the time I have, but I'm sure it's going to be instrumental. But if Alexia comes up with some lyrics, maybe if you want to send me some lyrics, go ahead. That would be wonderful. But yeah, beautiful James Taylor, just a wonderful musician, and the entire vibe is so soft and positive, and I love the guy. I love his style. Really, really cool. Okay, Bob Dylan, another great, poet. Like, this is what James Taylor is to me, is also like the way they write the lyrics. And they're great musicians, but they're more like these songwriters, like they have these great ways of telling a story through their music. And Bob Dylan is, one of the legends. So if you see her, say hello. Let's go with Bob Dylan. Let's see what style, like, because usually the way I knew Bob Dylan was like, this is the guy that has that weird singing style, But let's see what he does here, because I've heard some Bob Dylan where he totally sounds completely different. So let's go with him.
If you see her, say hello. She might be in Tangier. She left here last early spring, is living there, I hear. Say for me that I'm alright, though things get kind of slow. She might think that I've forgotten her, so tell her it isn't so. We had a falling out, like lovers often will, and to think of how she left that night, it still brings me a chill. And though our separation, it pierced me to the heart, she still lives inside of me. We've never been apart. If you get close to her, kiss her once for me. Always have respected her for doing what she did and getting free. Oh, whatever makes her happy, I won't stand in the way, 'cause the bitter taste still lingers on from the night I tried to make her stay. I see a lot of people as I make their rounds, and I hear her name here and there as I go from town to town. used to it. I've just learned to turn it off. Either I'm too sensitive or else I'm getting stalled. Sundown, yellow moon, I replay the past. I know every scene by heart. They all went by so fast. If she's passing back this way, I'm not that hard to find. Tell her she can look me up if she's got the time.
Wow, how you can hear at the end of the recording all the gear they were using. So cool. Well, yeah, wonderful. What can I say? I couldn't even like stop it. It's just the story was great, you know, and it's such a simple approach to music, but it's so effective. It's just I mean, I was just reading about him, and Bob Dylan, he's like one of the most influential musicians, or yeah, to rock, you know, like, because even though this was very folky, but he just like, he's one of those icons, you know, that changed the music in a way. And I just saw he has 6 children, and some of them are musicians. And but just the way this whole thing sounds, I think I've talked about this before. One of my favorite movie openings. Now this is of course a movie. I don't know if you're into this kind of stuff, but it's like an alternate timeline of 1980, and it's called Watchmen. And man, that movie is so good. It's not for everyone, you know. It's I don't want to say you know, it's a superhero movie, but it's not. These superheroes are based on a graphic novel by I think, was it Frank Miller? I'll have to look that up, but I think it is. So it's not like Spider-Man or Batman. It's like more real. Like, it's like like, what would it be like if we really had superheroes in the world, you know? So it's very dark, and because they would be kind of like going off doing crazy stuff, and you know, so it's, if someone possesses, you know, powers like that, so it's just I don't know. So I think maybe it's an interesting movie. It's very long. It's like 3 hours long, but it has like this amazing intro with Bob Dylan. Times are changing, and man, just watch that, man. Just watch that, and then if you like that, then I think it sets up the movie so well, because it's basically, it tells the story of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, while we had superheroes, and they were like the way they would dress up, and then suddenly, and they have like the moon landing, and there's like a superhero, you know, like aiding the Apollo 11, and then also they kind of like stop the Cold War, so there's still, Nixon is still president. So it's like an alternate timeline of 1980. So it's pretty good. It's like, I really recommend the movie. By the way, Alexia and I, we have finally decided that we will do movie, not reactions, but reviews. We'll watch the movie and then we'll sit down and talk about it. So there's something to look forward to. And we're not going to sit here. We will do it somewhere very comfortable where she can sit and stretch or lay or whatever, you know. So, but yeah, this was a great tune. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, faces I'm not familiar with, but I do see Rod Stewart in the picture. So I do know Rod Stewart, of course. So it says, when Steve Marriott left the Small Faces in 1969, the three remaining members brought in guitarist Ron Wood and lead singer Rod Stewart to complete the lineup and changed their name to The Faces, which was only appropriate since the group now only slightly resembled the mod pop group of the past. Cool. Yeah. It's so funny that you've always had that hairstyle, you know, Rod Stewart. And I didn't know he had brown hair. Like, I thought he was blonde. Okay, here we go with Ooh La La.
The trap you and the use you before you even know. For love is blind and you're far too kind. Don't ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, the can-can's such a pretty show. Steal your heart away. The backstage back on earth again. The dressing rooms are great. They come on strong and it ain't too long, but I make you feel a man. But love is blind and you soon will find you're just a boy again. When you wanna live, you get a cheek, makes you wonder where you are. If you want some
I just have to talk about this. I love this old, like, I don't know what you call it, this ragtime, you know, the piano. Is it like a clarinet? I don't think so. A clarinet is a classical. But it sounds like this, it sounds like, it doesn't sound like a piano. It sounds like this typical, oh, man, I have to look it up. And I don't want to interrupt the song too long, but I love all the instruments. I love the style. Let's see. Tag pianos are commonly associated with ragtime pieces, often appearing in Hollywood westerns, saloon scenes featuring old upright pianos. The instrument was originally used for classical music performance as a substitute for the harpsichord. Nice. So tag piano, now I know. That's the sound, and it's literally the way it's described here. It's like Hollywood western and saloons. I like this. I like it.
you are. If you want some more, then she's fast asleep. Did you twinkling with the stars? For a young grandson, there's nothing I can say. You'll have to learn just like me, and that's the hardest way. Ooh la la, ooh la la.
Beautiful solo on the acoustic guitar. I love that, you know, I mean, it's so crazy that they're like, I wish I knew today what I know. No, I wish I knew what I know today when I was younger. And then when you look at them, they're like in their 20s. But that's a good, I think, you know, it's just honestly something that you can't change. You know, you can't change the past. And it's always nice to think, oh man, if I would have known, would I change anything, you know? Man, that's just a good question. If somebody asks you, would you change anything if you would know like everything you know now, but when you were younger, like a time traveling machine? I don't know. I mean, I guess I would change certain things that I know where I made a bad decision. But all in all, I can't say I'm not an unhappy person, you know. But obviously, there's a couple of things I would change for the better of other people. And maybe I would be more patient with my father, you know. And although I was always very patient, I was a good kid, honestly. Like, and you can literally ask anyone in my family. I was literally like the one who would behave and listen and say thank you and please, and I don't know, I wasn't a burden on my parents at all, thankfully. Yeah, but I guess I was a little bit resentful because my dad would never have time, but I didn't like dislike him for that, you know. It's just like, I guess now I understand because he was so busy, but as a child you don't understand that, you know. As a child you only want to play and you think everything is gonna stay free time always, and I guess I would have been, I don't know, if I would have known that when I was younger, I don't know. But yeah, I can't really say that I messed up anything, you know. I married the girl of my dreams, you know. But it took a long time to find her, so there's nothing to change, you know. I'm actually very happy. But yeah, it's a good song. It's a great song. So now Indigo Girls, and I'm gonna do another one of either James Taylor or Peter, Paul and Mary. I think Peter, Paul and Mary because we've done a lot of James Taylor on the channel. But since they're Warner artists, yeah, I can't get enough Warner artists into the marathons. So what was this? Faces. Warner, oh my god, wow. So SIDECAR, he was like, I'm done with him, you know, speaking about Warner Brothers, I'm just gonna do all Warner. Okay, so two Sony music, but thank you, I appreciate it. So Indigo Girls is next, Galileo, and then let's do another. We can do either Faces, James Taylor, but I think let's do Peter, Paul and Mary because it's a folk marathon and they're the most popular one. So let's do that. So here we go, the Indigo Girls.
Galileo's head was on the block. The crime was looking up the truth. And as the bombshells of my daily fears explode, I try to trace them to my youth. And then you had to bring up reincarnation over a couple of beers the other night. And now I'm serving time for mistakes made by another in another lifetime. How long till my soul gets it right? Did any human being ever reach that kind of light? I call on the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision. think about my fear of motion, which I never could explain. Some other fool across the ocean years ago must have crashed his little airplane. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach that kind of light? I call on the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight. I'm not making a joke, you know me, I take everything so seriously. If we wait for the time till our souls get it right, then at least I know there'll be no nuclear annihilation. In my lifetime, I'm still not right. I offer thanks to those before me.
What a great solo, man. Oh man, that was beautiful. Like so harmonious, you know, like diddle 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 diddle. And I love the strumming. Their strumming is so soft and so, I don't know, it's very different from all the other songs that where they play more, I don't know, this kind of strumming took me a while to learn, you know. I was struggling with it, I guess, for a couple of weeks because I was so used to playing the dun, 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 dun. Like I started with the guitar very like rock, and I remember I would only play like fifth chords, power chords and stuff, and then when I had to do my first like bar chord, oh my god, and then it was just so uncomfortable, and then to get that rhythm going, you know, like this, like the way they're strumming, it was so difficult at first, but only a couple of days or like a week or two, and then I just got it down. I was just like strumming with the right hand and doing something else with the left hand, not even playing chords, just strumming. So yeah, but I love it. I love them. It's crazy that this music is already, I mean, old. It's from 1992. It's 30 years old. It sounds so fresh. It sounds like very timeless, you know. It sounds like they could have recorded this yesterday. And I love the performances of these two. Also as a solo act, I've seen some, I don't know the names of, but one of them has an amazing solo song that I reacted to on video. If you want to check it out, I wouldn't know the name right now, but just type in Indigo Girls. All right, let's keep going.
Thanks to those before me. That's all I've got to say. 'Cause maybe you squandered big bucks in your lifetime. Now I have to pay. But then again, it feels like some sort of inspiration to let the next life off the hook. Or she'll say, look what I had to overcome from my last life. I think I'll write a book. How long till my soul gets it right? Any human being ever reach
Beautiful. I love it. I love their harmonies, their voices together, and yeah. So, like I said, I was thinking, I wish I could make these marathons, you know, longer. They're already so long. Some people are just like, Nick, like I literally can't keep up with you, you know. Like personal friends is like, yeah, I just gave up, you know. Like you post way too much videos. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna do an extra song because of course Sidecar Dog is like one of the biggest supporters of the marathons that I do, also with Alexia of course. And but I'm gonna add a song, Peter, Paul and Mary, and I'll do what comes up here is the most played one, and that's Leaving on a Jet Plane from 1967. The album is 1700. Let's do it. Let's go.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now.
So I thought I'd heard this before, but no, I've never heard this song. I think there's another song that's and I thought it was gonna be this one. The it's like leaving on a jet plane. Dun, 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 dun. I think, I don't know, but I thought that was gonna be the one. But this is a completely beautiful song. This, oh my god. And it has like 56 million, like this, the marathon is gonna get a lot of views because of this song, I'm sure. But I'm very surprised that I don't know this, you know. I thought it was the one, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't even know what is that, like if I type in jet plane, big jet plane, maybe big, like Angus and Julia Stone. I don't know. Maybe that's the one that I'm talking about. But beautiful, beautiful.
Now the time has come to leave you one more time. Let me kiss you, then close your eyes. I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the time I won't have to say. Kiss to go.
Beautiful. That's it, man. Oh wow, thank you so much, Sidecar. This was awesome. I'm so happy, you know, to listen to this stuff. Like, it's just, I love, like, I'm so happy that I got to discover this, you know, a little bit later in life, you know. I mean, I did know folk, of course, but not all these legends. Like, I didn't know about James Taylor. Like, I think the only folk music that I thought that I knew was, I guess, a little bit of Simon and Garfunkel, you know, from my mom. And that's about it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, there must be some other artists that I don't remember right now, but I'm sure I knew more. But I'm like very familiar, you know, like Nick Drake and you know, I mean them, Peter, Paul and Mary, and just like a lot of folk, like, and you know, American folk music. So very cool. Thank you so much again, everybody, for watching. I hope you did enjoy the commentary. You know, I try to, it's all, you know, very, there's no, I don't have a script. I never will have a script. It's just all whatever comes out, you know. I talk about the most random things, I guess, here, but I guess people like that, you know. And thank you so much for all your support, you know, for watching these, and for liking, and you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the movie reviews, and obviously we're gonna do a lot of older films, you know. Like, we love old movies. Like, you know, all the Kubrick stuff, and all the Oliver Stone, and you know, Spielberg, and I don't know, there's so much good movies, and even before Hitchcock. And so yeah, we're gonna do all those, and then maybe now and then a new movie, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, you know. I'm really looking forward to that, doing that with Alexia. But thank you so much. This was a wonderful marathon, very relaxing, very sweet, just wonderful times, you know. These times were just different. I hope they come back somehow, you know. Time repeats itself, you know. Fashion repeats itself. I hope this music comes back, this whole way of thinking. Maybe it's not possible because of the internet, but you know, we can hope. I don't know. I guess the internet has changed the way we communicate, and it's just a little bit different. It's so easy to go everywhere, so the world is a lot smaller, I guess. I don't know, maybe that does play a role, but who knows. We'll talk about it in a different video. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, for watching. Thank you, Sidecar Dog, for sponsoring this awesome video. Well, awesome music. The video, I don't know if it's awesome. You'll be the judge. But thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.